Come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action. What we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Done with my own doubts. Be free with me.
Hello. So, I quickly sawed this next pumpkin. Okay, I should put it over here. So this is the pumpkin. It is not the prettiest thing. It actually isn't too bad for sawing it. It's super fast, but I did this really quick after work. So we could have it done tonight. Thanks, Liz. It's been my intro forever, except when I came over to Facebook, I was having music issues. So finally, I got it taken care of. So now I'm bringing them back. But and then this is the one we saw the one side that first night, and I finished the other side. So these are the pumpkins that we're going to paint. I'm going to show you how I do them to make them look like almost like brushed metal. We'll paint these and then have this sign that I got from Michael's, actually. It was a clearance find that I got. And I've had it for quite a while now. So these are just laser flowers that they glued onto the sign. You can't actually take them off, which was kind of a bummer deal. But I thought it was really cute, and I thought it'd be really cute in my daughter's room. So I am going to end up sawing her name to put in the center and then painting the flowers. I figured since we were painting tonight, we might end up working on this a little bit, depending on time, as well as start putting our pages together for our book. So we have a couple of things that we can do depending on time. Hey, Doug. Hey, JJE. Hey, Portal. Hey, Liz. And Steve. And Herb. And Denise. And Robin. And Larry. Welcome. All right. So I'm still not feeling 100%. So we'll see how long they last on here. And we have storms. Of course, they started right when I go live. I'm like, no. So we're going to start with these guys. So they were the ones that we sawed that go together. So we're just going to lay them out. I did sand them a little bit. They probably could use a little more sanding, but I should probably get some of the sawdust off of there. We don't want to paint that. And then these guys. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a solid gray. This is just from Plaid. It's the Folk Art paint. And we'll squirt some in my little tray. Now the key with your base layer is just to make sure that you get all of your little grooves. So I'm going to be a little slobby because I want to press them into the cracks a little bit. And I hope I don't shake the camera too much. You don't want any like wood showing through in the actual like cracks. And there is quite a few little grooves in here. So oh no, paint. Yes, we're painting wood, John. We are painting wood. But I do like how these turned out, and I'm excited to do all the other ones with the birds and stuff on them to do for my table. I think they'll be pretty cool. John, did you have a good trip? Didn't you go see family or something? Hey, Ken. We use wood, but we don't want any wood to show. Yes, we don't want any wood to show. I mean, I guess you could use something else to cut it with, but wood cuts so nicely on a scroll saw. In Farmhouse, everything's painted. I've been watching your videos. You were getting ready to go for your trip. I saw the guitar, and then I saw the phone stand. I've been watching. Is that what you're doing now instead of going live? So I'm just kind of, you know, painting. Nothing really exciting. But what we do to it's going to be cool. So you guys will like it. Yay! Larry, that's awesome news. You've been live every day in Hangouts. That doesn't count. It doesn't count. As far as the top part of this goes, it doesn't have to be completely covered because it's going to give it that rustic look anyways. But as far as the edges go, you'll notice that. I'm just hoping I don't like stick to this table. These guys are actually kind of fragile when they're apart. And I do have trivia. We'll have trivia. Yeah, that's awesome news, Larry. We don't want that stuff. Okay, so I got the front decent. And so we're going to flip her over to the back. Hello, Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but hello, welcome. Trivia, Will's heart weighs 400 pounds. Is that a true or false, or is that your trivia? My goal is to not snap any of these pieces off while I do this. I'm sorry I'm shaking you guys. I never fact check. Fair enough. Okay, so here I'll give you some trivia here. These ones are different. This is winter trivia. How many times a year does the sun set and rise in the Arctic? I figured this was a good coming back sick project. Oh, hi, Michelle. How are you? We're painting our pumpkins. What kind of? Not very nicely, but yet. And I put contact paper down on my wood, so everything comes right off, which is good. So we have it pretty much covered. There's a few spots like on the edges that aren't, but that's like not the edges, but the front, which is totally fine because this isn't the only color we're using. So I'm going to do this. We'll do this one really quick. Get this guy going. Thank you. I love them too. I'm excited to get the whole group with all the different sizes done. The next one I'll probably stack cut though, just so I can get more done at once, especially if they're the ones that are the same size. You were sweeping? What were you sweeping, Robin? The question is, how many times a year does the sunset rise in the Arctic? Oh, I guess there's multiple choice. Every day, once, twice. How many times a year does the sunset and rise in the Arctic? Guys, I love this one. It's so cute. It was kind of like a lot to saw over and over and over again, but the outcome of it is actually really cool. So I'm just going in and doing like the inside little circles with my brush, trying to get the insides as much as possible. Look at it, so cute. All right, you want the answer? The answer is once. All right, what ratio of people buried in avalanches survived the ordeal? A, 1 in 4, B, 1 in 10, or C, everyone? How am I feeling? I am feeling not amazing, but not bad, like horrible. So I'm hanging in there. It's funny, like I do pretty good during the day, and then at night is when I get really tired because so I don't have as much energy as I normally do. I might actually dry these for a second because I don't want them to dry and get funky on the backside. I guess it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. All right, the answer is A. 1 in 4 people buried in avalanches survived the ordeal. The largest iceberg ever recorded worldwide was 207 miles long and 62 miles wide. Where was it found? A, in the Atlantic, B, in the Pacific, or C, in the Arctic? Okay, I'm gonna dry these just a little bit really quick, so plug your ears. Figure out to turn it off. And the answer is C, in the Arctic. What is the name for trees that always have leaves during the winter? A, oaks, B, pines, or C, evergreen? All you wood people should know this. Okay, so we got that. Now we'll just do the other two sides, and then we'll start the metal process. John, that wasn't a choice. Can you guys hear the thunder? It's killing me. It's killing me, you guys. Killing me. I have no idea what's going on outside right now. I can hear it.
Yeah, me too.
You can hear it, Ava? Mm-hmm. Do you fake?
Thunderstorms scare me.
They scare you? Oh, don't be scared. This one has so many little grooves in it. Ava, can you go do that in the other room on the carpet, honey? Have a little thunder break. Unfortunately, my cameras are all tied down. Van is doing good. He is playing video games. And the answer is C, evergreen. He's funny. He's our little trickster. He is constantly pulling pranks on me and Brian. A few weeks ago, he was at the front door and he had a paper bowl. And he was, Mom, come here. I got a mouse. And go out there and I'm like, well, don't touch it. Those things have diseases. And he lifts up the bowl and it was the mouse to the computer. We made our toilet smoke.
Motorcycle.
He's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, see that paint got in that hole. We wanna make sure that we don't have that. All right, how tall is the world's largest snowman? A, 122 feet and 1 inch, B, 100 feet and 10 inches, or C, 110 feet and 3 inches. I want to know who built the snowman. Welcome back, Liz. Okay, there is a, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that one out. There we go. So I'm going to turn my hair dryer on just for a second. Let's clean my paintbrush away. The question was, how tall was the world's largest snowman? A, 122 feet and 1 inch, B, 100 feet and 10 inches, or C, 110 feet and 3 inches? Have you seen Top Gun? There's a character named Hangman and there's a character named Bob. Really? That's hysterical. I haven't actually watched it, I don't think. Or I have, but I don't remember it back in the day. But I haven't really watched anything, so that's funny. Well, that was fitting then. So just trying to get some of these inside. Because we don't want it to look unfinished, right? Because we want it to have that metal look. So we want to get the insides as much as possible. Because if it's showing, then it's not really going to look like metal. That's a lot of snow. How do they even get like to the top? Like, how do you lift that high? I mean, are they using crane? I gotta know now. I gotta Google this. Okay, so then we'll do the back of that. Oops, see, we have another. You know, blades work great for everything. So we have a little paint bubble in there. Get that out of there. So do the back sides, and then we're gonna start with our little other colors to make it look like metal. Bucket truck. I'll have to watch it, Robin. I know Brian would like to watch it. The answer is A. The world's largest snowman is 122 feet and 1 inch. That is insane. Okay. Which fruit has a variety called winter banana? A, banana, B, pineapple, or C, apple? Oh, it's a new one. It's just out? I didn't know they came out with a new one. You can tell how unmovie person I am. I had no idea. This wood is like soaking up the paint. Did you go to the theater and watch it, Robin? You won't watch a new movie unless you can stream it? Yeah, that's kind of us too. I do like to go to the theater though every once in a while. I haven't been in years though. I took the kids for their birthday a couple years ago, and that was fun. They both got to pick a movie, and we went. But I tend to not go do that kind of stuff much. Okay, so let me, oh gosh, pick that guy up. Wow, that's impressive, Robin. I'm glad you got to go out and have some fun. Okay. There's so many little grooves, you guys. Crazy. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to dry these guys again. Yeah, they did get hit hard. A lot of them closed down for a while. Yes, that's the best part, Robin. Gotta love the reclining seats and the popcorn. Okay. So, I like to put my pumpkins together at this point. So I can see when I'm doing this what I need done still. So I'm going to put these guys together, and they just slide together like that, which are super fun. And then I am going to put it like that. And I have this brushed metal, and this is also from Plaid. It's a folk art. one. And it's well used. So it's going to give like a little bit of a shimmer to our gray. And we're not going to actually put it everywhere. We're just going to kind of brush it around and get those spots that we're missing from the first gray. Oops, I just totally dipped in the wrong gray. I'm going to be covered in paint, like normal when I paint. So I'm just trying to hit those wood spots that are still really coming through. Like we have some on the bottom right here. In those holes. And then this side, we have some right here on this edge right here. So you're just going to brush it down. And this doesn't have to be perfect. You're literally just spot painting of where you missed, which is giving it that shimmer at the same time. Okay. So we got those two sides with the shimmer on there. And I'm going to turn this just a little bit. I'm going to give you your next question, though. Let's see. The answer, which fruit has a variety called the winter banana? And the answer is C, an apple. Snowflakes usually have how many sides? A6, B8, or C5? Okay, I was there. I'm going to go to this side. We're just hitting those spots. See one in there. Hey, Angie, how are you? The professional painter is here. Okay. The answer is A, 6. Snowflakes usually have 6 sides. What is the largest snowflake ever discovered? Oh, wait a minute. Let me rephrase this. The largest snowflake ever discovered was about the size of a dinner plate. True or false? So we're just going to go in here, make our way around. So starting to give us that little metallic look now. Got this one last side to do here. Okay. Put this guy down so I can see. Now I'm just looking for any like wood area that we missed. But I think that's pretty good actually. Okay, so I'm gonna blow dry this. Ava, go in with fan and shut the door. She's so noisy. All right, plug your ears. Everyone's trying to Google. You have 3 shop areas? Oh my goodness. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take, I really like this one. It's a metallic white. And we are just going to put a little here. It's almost like a pearl, you guys. It's super cool. And I'm going to take my fan brush and dip it in. And then I'm going to swish it around like that on my, so I don't have a ton on my brush. And then I'm just going to go in and lightly skim it. With a little fan action. Guys, I'm not really into like the whole dark Halloween. And so I like that I can do like little projects like this that are still fall, but not necessarily spooky. My own spooky style. So I'm just kind of going around. All right. So it gives us that. I don't know if you guys can see that well. Brushed metal look. So I'm going to let that sit right there. And we are going to do the same thing that we just did to that one, to this one. This time, though, I'm going to, I think the world is doomed. Really? Wow. That's a little trusting for Google. So this one, we're going to do the same thing. This one, we have a lot of like inside pieces. So the goal is to hit these pads more than anything. So I'm going to go in towards the big pad. So if my metal is going on anywhere, it's going on that big middle pad. So it's going to give it good dimension. These holes are like really little, you guys. Okay, I'll give you your answer. I'm hyper focused. The answer is true. The biggest snowflake ever discovered was the size of a dinner plate. How crazy is that? I wonder where that was at. Well, that didn't work out so well for me, you guys. I lost my page. Hey, Rita. That's what I get for that. I'm going to have to hit my trivia button here in a second. Refine my page. So I'm going towards the centers. I'm just kind of pushing towards those bigger spots. Because we don't necessarily want this whole thing covered. So, but there's a lot of wood inside showing because we didn't get it all. So trying to get it without covering the whole thing. We need some more. Oh, didn't need that much. Okay, here, let me pull that up. The edge. Well, this one's just about as fun to paint than it was to saw. Okay. I just keep finding more and more. More and more. Okay, let me see what we got here. Who sang the title track of the late 80s James Bond film License to Kill? Okay, so I'm going to turn my blow dryer on again for that. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing. Oh, got a little gray on it. I'm going to get some more metallic. I have no clue. That's not Duran Duran, a lady. I don't see the answer yet. So we're going to do the same thing to this one, except I'm going to do this one in circular because I don't necessarily want lines going down it. That one you couldn't really tell. You missed the question? The question was, who sang the title track of the late 80s James Bond film License to Kill? License to Kill. It's amazing what mixing some different texture and color of paint can make your project look totally different, like different medium altogether. Okay. So there's that one. See, it looks like brushed metal. How cool is that? I heard 80 Bond. So you guys, look at that. Looks like brushed metal. I like them. I think they're awesome. And you can do like jute ribbon on them too, but I'm going to let them dry and then do just a little jute ribbon on the tops. You can leave them just the way they are, whatever you prefer. I'm going to put this to the side. And I'm going to, oh, look at how smart I'm getting. Not really, but not really. So these are the papers that we copied and tea dyed on one of the lives. I have not ironed them, but I can iron them as a group, so I'll kind of show you how I like to build my pages. So building your pages, I suppose I should probably wash my hands. building your pages, you're going to do like, I'm going to end up probably doing like 3 groups. So, like we have this music sheet. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, let me find my bone folder. Take like a bone folder, and then you're just going to crease the edge so it's really nice and flat. And then, so when you open your book, your pages that you're going to end up doing are going to be these. Actually, I kind of like this little guy. So even pages that aren't the same size is totally fine, because obviously this is the back and this is still going to be a page, since we didn't do double print. So maybe like a little insert right there that we could do something with. Could go right there. And then this is a pretty one. So then I'm just going to, ooh, that side's even better. So I'm going to take it. It's kind of crunchy still. You don't have to line it up perfect, because you most likely are going to cut it anyways, depending on your size of your cover. So you just put your bone folder through. And so then you have I'm working on it. Slowly working on it. Hey, Bobby. So you got your page, and then it would be like this, and then your music notes. We are going to end up sewing these together. We'll have 4 separate to make the one book. Let's see. Ooh, this one's pretty. So this one, I think I'm going to do outside. Let's see. No, you know what? Maybe I'll do inside. We'll do inside. So designing your leaflets for your book, it's kind of all like what you want to do. Obviously, we're going to be adding a lot more stuff into our junk journal. So this is just the basic pages, but it is important how you put them together, for how your actual book's going to look. So like now that we did this one on the inside, this side of our page is going to have the floral, and this side is going to be blank. So you want to kind of pay attention to how you're doing it. Another thing I like to do with mine is add different textures to my book. I might actually need to grab scissors. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, Vader, you've got to be right there, huh? Thanks, Larry. Yeah, I'm working on my second round. So this actually I got in one of my Victoria's Secret bags from shopping with them, and I absolutely love their tissue paper. So I always save it. Do you have one done that you can show us? Like an actual junk journal book? I do, but I don't know where it is. It's somewhere upstairs. But we're going to make one together. So we're going to do it together. So I'm just kind of looking at now, I don't necessarily want the other side to be a full sheet. A half would be awesome. So I'm kind of looking like that. And I'm just roughly guessing because I don't want to actually cut my pages that are there. And we can trim it up and make it look nicer than that. Oops. We're going to trim all the pages together once we're done anyways. And then I want more of like a plain. That's pretty. So then we'll put it in like that. So you got your page, and then I'll end up gluing this down to this page is what I'll end up doing. And then we got more floral. We got our little tab, and then our music notes. Now, another thing you can do that I like to do, oh my goodness, somehow he has hooked up to this computer. I'm gonna I don't have any with me, but magazines or like anything with floral or in them. Usually magazines are pretty good about it. Like you can get like garden magazines, and you can also get pages out of those. Or you can use like the cardstock pages. So this would be like a good group to have for your first set. So we'd end up doing 4 of these and then put them together to make our journal. I will show you guys how to sew these in. I'm just not doing it tonight because I did not bring down my stuff. I didn't think to do that. So I am going to leave this one together though, because this is definitely going to be our first group. And then I'll make the other leaflets together, and then we'll sew them live together, and make the cover for it. So that's how I'm gonna put it together off camera, as far as my sheets go, picking each one, and then on the live we'll actually put all 4 together, and we will sew it and make the cover together. I'm sorry, Denise. It's raining here now. It is. It's 72. We actually were not too hot today. We were in the 90s today, which was great. So here's our start of our little pumpkins, our little metal pumpkins. And like I said, I have like 11 of them to do in all different sizes. And then some of them have birds on them too, which would be super cute. I probably end up tying jute on them, but I'm not positive yet. But since I am not feeling the greatest, I am going to get off. We're going to have a short live tonight. But I wanted to get on and finish our pumpkins together and start a group of our junk journal. And we will do that together and sew it together on a live. But I'm glad that I could come hang out for an hour at least. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys all on Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, you guys. Good night. Bye.